My brothers and my sisters, today I want to talk to you about a problem that is proliferating around the world, but more intensely in the West. And that problem is the problem of loneliness. Today, more than ever, people find themselves lonely. Despite social media and million ways to connect, people are unable to find meaningful connections. Many are singles, despite the fact that there are so many good boys and girls out there willing to commit to a relationship, but they cannot find one another. How come we got to this point? What is wrong? In my view, the problem is simply depth. Everything has become shallow, and society promotes shallowness. This is not exactly to the point, but even the food. You can go to grocery store and find a million different variety of food. But if you look at the content inside of them, even a simple fruit or vegetable as like a broccoli, it has half of the nutrition it used to have 50 years ago. But today I'm not talking about food, but talking about relationships and connections between human beings. But same thing has happened between us. Our connections do not have as much nutrient, as much depth anymore. And that is a systematic programming that has been in play for a long time. And the effects are visible today. The sexual liberation that has been promoted in the West has caused this. Having many partners, going sleeping around with anyone and everyone, for boys and for girls, doesn't matter. It does not do us any good. It does not bring about the experience that lead to a better relationship. No, it just brings shallowness. When people get used to shallowness, they cannot thrive for depth anymore. To go deep, it requires going through challenges. What has happened today is that when the problem arises, problems are either answered by fighting or by leaving. Fight or flight. Sympathetic nervous system is always at work. We have forgotten to be patient with one another, to have understanding for each other. We're like, well, this person is not a match. I'm going to go find another one. But when we go out there alone, we realize it's not so easy to find a so-called right partner. Love is not something you find. Love is something you build. You cannot go out there and find the perfect girl, perfect partner. You have to build the perfect relationship. And that requires to go through challenges together, to be able to hear one another. When arguing, not thinking about what I'm gonna next to defend my position, rather listening to the other person to understand their position. Sexual interaction is not just a physical intimacy. It's emotional intimacy. It is spiritual intimacy. It's a sacred act of giving birth to a most complex creature in the universe as we know today, and that's another human being. We should not take it so lightly. For girls, they should not open their legs for any man that is not qualified to be the father for the child they may carry one day. And for men, they should not sleep with any girl just to satisfy their hunger for lust. You have to learn to hold back for what we truly want. There was experiment, I think they call it marshmallow theory. In the school, they gave kids one candy each. And they told them, If you eat this candy, that's it. You had your treat. But if you wait, at the end of the class, you get another candy. So, what happened? Most kids ate the candy. They could not resist the temptation of having the candy on the table but not touching it during the whole class. So some ate it at the beginning, most ate the candy in the middle, few waited. And at the end, they had twice as much as those of others. You too, if you wait, you get more, a better candy. A better things in life comes with patience. A better things in life comes with preservation, not indulgence. Indulgence is what has gotten us to this point. We have to change our ways. Hold yourself back for what you truly want. Don't go for something that is not up to your standard. Even if you feel lonely, it's better to be lonely today and have an amazing relationship tomorrow than have a shallow relationship today just to have another shallow relationship tomorrow. If you never go through the hard time to have a good life, your life will always be hard, be difficult. Good life comes when you become tough, when you can hold back your desires for what you truly want from within. That's the only way. I hope you find depth in your life. And when you do, depth brings meaning to your life in any situation. The more depth, the more meaning. But depth comes with difficulty. You have to be ready for it. You have to build up for it physically, mentally, and emotionally. But you can do it. And you can make your life better. You can find a good partner. I'm 40 years old. In my travels, I meet many girls my age that have sacrificed their youth to build their independence. But now they desperately want a family. But it's hard for them. I've seen girls cry in front of me because they just cannot find the right partner. And I've seen men cry in front of me because they just cannot find the right partner. Many of us, have sacrificed our youth for shallow pleasures. And when we get older, we realize those shallow pleasures mean nothing today. Nothing. Imagine you slept with 10 people or 1,000 people. If you're lonely today, nothing has changed. None of those experiences, if they were shallow, bring any light to your day today. Shallowness only push you further into darkness. Look for depth and meaning. And you need preservation for that. You can't say, I'm going to go sleep around with anybody and everybody I want until I find the right partner. That's not how the right partner comes. Someone that looks for depth, not going to go for a shallow person. So if you're shallow today, even if you meet the right person, that person will not come to you if they already have the depth. They will go for somebody that has worked on their depth too. People always meet people in their own levels, at least at the more intimate level. So build your depth today, and I promise you, you meet people of the same depth as time goes on. This is how the universe works. You always find the people in your own circle of understanding, in your own area of consciousness. area of collective consciousness. You'll never meet someone outside. And if you do, you met a famous person and you hooked up with them, it stays at a shallow level. You may have fun with them for a day or two, but they come and go just as fast. They won't last and they won't stay. So, for meaning, deepen your understanding of yourself, deepen your patience, deepen your love, and preserve yourself for right moments, for right person, for yourself. Love and peace be upon you. Until next time, my brothers and my sisters.